Okay, and I think we're live. So welcome to this session on the namespace change. What I'm going to do here is entirely in code, and I'll do the namespace switch. And it's an entire application here. I have a REST endpoint, and this REST endpoint is using an EJB to find a greeting. This EJB is then again using a JPA repository where I do a criteria query to the database and get the result and display it. I also have a CDI extension here to do a log message when it's going live. So it's a lot of things happening here, and the reason for it is that here's the message the CDI extension is doing. So I'm going to redeploy this application very quickly, and you can follow in the log here when it does this, is that it will write things in the blog from this hi there, you see. So the CDI extension is a hooking to checks for this Duke's annotation, which is something a custom I made, just to show an example. So the application is super simple. I'll go in here and execute it. So it's called complete Duke, and it has a hello world, and it says, how did Jakarta E8? And the Jakarta E8 message is coming from the database. So let me just go in there and do this query. And you can see I have the message, how did Jakarta E8 from the database. So let's go and change this one to a Jakarta E9 application. And the first thing I have to do then is to go in here and change from 8 to 9. Then I'll update my references in the IDE by reloading this Maven POM. And as soon as this has been uploaded, you'll see I'm starting to get compilation errors. And that is totally accepted. So the first thing I have to do after updating to Jakarta E is to fix the compilation errors. And you can see it's all the JavaX imports. So let's do this manually here. And you can see you have to do it a little bit careful so you choose the right one. Just go through all the classes here and check for these compilation errors, and you can see that it's the JavaX namespace, and the IDE is helping me here to figure out that the Jakarta current version. So here, make sure you choose the correct one. Here's the CDI extension, so it's the CDI extension there, and just go through all of them and fix the imports. Here it resolved all of them to the Jakarta persistence for the repository. And you see, it's not necessarily all JavaX dependencies you have to change. It's all the Jakarta specific one. There are a couple of ones that are still in the SDK, so you can use these. So be careful that you don't replace JavaX with Jakarta everywhere, then you probably will get some problems as well. Here you see it produces is another one, because you don't want a CDI producer. In this case, it's producing application JSON. And here I go through the application entirely, and the JakartaOne application annotation here is also. So there, I've fixed all the imports. And you would think, since we've been talking so much about the namespace and all these import statements, that I'm done now. But that's not the case. There is more. And what do we have more? Well, think about the XML files. These have namespaces as well. So what we need to do here is to change to the Jakarta namespace. And it's pretty simple. You replace the XML-NS jcp.org with the HTTPS version of Jakarta EE XML namespace. And the same thing here. Of course, you can do this by search and replace and fix it. I'll just do it manually here to show it for you. And beware of the versions. And I think I also need to change the actual name here. No, that's okay. This one is fine. Scheme location. This one needs to be updated. Yes, sorry, Jakarta E. So we put everything here in Jakarta E XML, and also the version of the schema. And this is persistent XML, but there are more schemas, and you can find them all by going to jakarta.e/schemas. And here you will have a complete list of all the namespaces involved, and the Jakarta E9 namespaces you can find here. So you have the updated version of all of them here, and as you saw, the one I did some changes I was using here was the persistence one. So here's that has some different. Here you have the persistence namespaces. So you can find all the XML files here and make sure that you make the proper changes. You can copy it from here if you like. So are we done now? Well, we've done the Java code, we've done the XML namespaces, but look at these properties. So if you have properties that are prefixed, you need to fix those as well. So you go through the properties and make sure that all these are okay. So we're getting there. It's closer. But there's also one thing. If you remember the CDI extension I was using, that is defined here in this marker file. And this marker file has a name JavaX Enterprise Inject. So here I have to actually rename the file to the Jakarta counterpart. So it's a lot of things to remember here. So now change this one to Jakarta. And so what I've done is to fix all the imports. I've gone through the persistence, the XML file. If I have other web XML or other Beans XML or etc., I need to change those as well. I fixed the namespaces, and this is just before because the catalog isn't really updated here, or maybe I've written something wrong. Let's just check. No, it should be fine. So I have the namespaces, the properties, the marker files, and I think I'm pretty much done. So then I can deploy it not to a Jakarta E8 runtime anymore, but a Jakarta E9, and I have Glassfish RC2 here. So I'll just add the artifact to this application, and then let's see if it will run. I'm a little bit worried about that I had this error in the namespace, but I think it has to do with the catalog isn't updated yet. So let's look at this. I have missed a slash. Let me see. It's good to have people here. HBS/Jakarta. Yes, thank you very much. What you should do without the help from the audience. So now we see everything is green. Nice, thank you. And then let's it's HTTP. I think it's HTTPS now. So let's redeploy it. And while it redeploys, we can also look for the CDI extension and see if it works there. And you can see here it says hi there. Right, so the CDI extension works with the Jakarta name. And let's have a look at the application. So go back here to the Glassfish. You can see it is the version 6. And go to the complete Duke hello. And it says, oh my, it says hello to Jakarta E8. Well, we got to fix that as well. So you see, it's not enough to just look at your code. You need to look at your data as well, because it may be that you have some. Let me see if I can find the database thingy. Oh my God, where is it? Let me see if I can find. Oh, sorry about this. I think I had it somewhere. Kind of the screen here screws up for me. Database D. There we go. So let's open it up. Oh, there we go. And to a query console, select from greeting. There you go. And you can see here, it says, how did Jakarta E8? So do remember that you may have some dynamic things. You may have some class names here or class paths or something. So you may need to update this stuff in your database in order to have your application to work properly as well. And now it says hello to Jakarta E9. And I'll actually do one more update, and that is do hashtag embrace Jakarta tweet. Let me see. Tweet, embrace Jakarta. And that is my message for today. When we've done the changes, do tweet, embrace Jakarta, and we'll make you notified. So that was pretty quick. And I think we're almost out of time. So I hope you could follow this. And the next session will be Sebastian Daschner doing some live coding and testing with Joy. So please do enjoy that session, and I'll see you again here later. And of course, all this code is available on my GitHub, and you can find it there. I'll see if I can quickly. You can find it on GitHub. So it's called Complete Duke, and it even has a tutorial. You can try it from beginning to end.